everybody, my name is Zuri-Step-by and I am doing a mini class for FABA TV. Thank you FABA TV for allowing me to do this class. I am super excited and let me tell you a little bit about myself. First, I'm a mom, but I am a special effects makeup artist and I also do kids face painting and theater makeup. It is my passion. It is literally the only thing I think about. So that's a little bit about Zuri-Step-by Step. Okay, the look that we're going to do is a zombie kitten, or using my imagination because I absolutely love scary and creepy things. So let's get scary and creepy together. And this is what the design is going to look like. Ready? Again, this is Zuri-Step-by Step, and let's get started. Thank you very much for watching. God bless. Okay, let's jump in. Okay, I'm spraying some water onto my split cake and using a petal brush. Just going right back and forth so I can gather every color. And next, I am going to place the sponge dark side up on the round side. And I'm just going to dab it onto my practice board. Keep dabbing and then you'll notice the blend will come out beautiful. And taking the sponge and going right on the cheek area, and I'm going to dab right on the cheek area, and I'm going up and down so I can get the full coverage of the cheek. And same on the opposite side. Okay, for the ears, I am going to rotate my sponge pointy side up, and these will be the cat's ears. Go ahead and dab it right above the eye and the eyelid. Doing a double dab just because I want the paint to be as blended and pretty as possible. So I'm just going to go over it one more time. One more time. There we go. So I'm dabbing and we're going to move on to the next. Next, I'm taking a sponge with white face paint and I'm going to fill in the areas around the nose, the eyes, and the muzzle for around the mouth. Go down to the muzzle and fill that out with all white. The more you dab, you'll notice the blend will come to you. Next, I'm taking a baby wipe and I'm going to wipe out the mouth area of the cat. Now, this mouth area is going to be the main point of the zombie. So I'm going to try to make it as a zombie mouth in a way. So that's why I'm just carving out where I want to paint. Next, I'm taking this split cake from Crazy Effects, and I'm gathering just 3 colors, the orange, the red, and the black. And I'm going to outline the mouth of the zombie cat. I'm making little swirlies because I don't want it a straight line. I want it to be kind of bumpy because it's supposed to be ugly. Next, I'm taking the pink out of this split cake, and I'm going to fill in the gums of my mouth and the eyes, because zombies have very sunken in, red, nasty looking eyes. And this is a paint pal brush. And let me tell you about the brushes I'm using. Of course, this is a paint pal brush. And then going down to the gum area and just filling in just around the gums. I want to leave some room for my teeth. I'm going to try not to paint over paint so much. To paint over the paint so much. And next, I'm using the same split cake as I did for the mouth. And I'm going to go ahead and use it for the fur of the cat. So I picked this color because I like the red. And red is just red and gory, just like zombies. So I wanted the fur to be red. Just loading my brush. And I'm going to outline the ears. And go ahead and outline the other ear. I mean, working on a practice board, you need a whole different consistency of your paint to paint on the practice board, but there's nothing like practicing on one of these practice boards. There's different types, but to really get your imagination going and your creativity, you could just sit here, put a movie on, and just paint, and then you realize you have a whole board menu for your next gig. So these are very awesome for practicing. Next, I'm doing the nose. And as you can see, I'm still using the same split cake. Going around and get the shape of the nose. I'm trying to make it the same the same size on both sides. Going around to the cheek area of the cat and going in and out, making little points. And same on the other side, in and out. Kind of flicking it up so I get that nice point at the end. Next, we're going to do the teeth, which is my favorite part. So the cat's teeth, they have one big tooth right there, and they have a couple little ones, and then they have another big one in the back. So we're going to do one little one here and one big one. So it's not as big as the first tooth that's big, but as you can see, you want one bigger and one little smaller, and a bunch of little small teeth. On the bottom of the mouth, there are teeny teeth, so I'm going to put a couple there, and then the next tooth is going to be a little longer. So it's going to go right up alongside the other tooth. And then small little ones in the back. Okay? Alright. Next, I'm just going to make the nose so I can see the nose. So I'm just going to make a few lines on the nose and kind of smudge it out with my fingers. There we go. We're going to try to, before it dries, kind of blend it with my fingers if I can. If you can't, then it's still the same. You don't have to blend it. And this is one of the main colors. It's black. This is the black face paint. Just gathering my luau brush. I think it's a brush number 2. And we're going to put some ears on my cat, doing a backwards teardrop. Okay. Loading again, and I'm going to go down to the mouth, and I'm going to outline the mouth. So it has that nice black sharp edge around the mouth. Next, making the muzzle, so I'm doing a backwards teardrop. And right in the middle, I'm going to curve out the line as if the cat is growling at you, so it has to be a little curved, not straight. Adding the whiskers of the muzzle. Okay, and next, going to outline the outside of the fur, and I'm just going to sweep in, and sweep in again and connect those. For the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to outline, sweep in, and you see that I did sweep in a little bit too much. So when I mess up on my looks, I like to take care of it right away. So I'm going to go back, use the pink, and I'm going to cover it before it dries too much. And as you see, it's like a perfect eraser. Everybody messes up sometimes. You just have to know how to improvise. Next, doing the top fur, and I'm just going to take those lines all the way down to the forehead. There we go. Alright, next we're going to fill in the mouth area. I did speed up this a little bit because it took me some time to fill it in, so I just sped it up just a little bit more. As you see, as I darken the mouth, you can see the mouth come to life. You can see the details come to life. You can see that it's more realistic than it was before. Now I'm outlining the bags under the eyes of the cat, and I'm just doing squiggly lines, barely touching my brush to the surface, just very lightly, and I'm squiggling my hand. Okay, now I'm going to make a little U's and cover up the mouth area. Okay, and now I am filling in it just a little bit more, getting rid of a little bit of the pink, and so I'm bringing up the black a little bit more. Next, I'm making little wrinkle lines around the mouth. And this is a Global Art Red. It's the reddest. I guess it's fusion now. So fusion red is like super red. So whatever you put on, it looks like blood. So I'm going to go underneath the mouth area, and I'm going to make some blood drips. Just as though the kitty just ate another kitty or something. A little blood underneath the eyes. Right on the other eye. Above the eye. Just kind of sporadically going around, and I'm going to make a nice cut on the forehead. Load again. And now I'm just thinking, where can I put more blood? Because you can go anywhere with it. You can't go too much with it, just a little bit. So I'm just going to go around. There, that's good. A little backwards teardrop for the ears, using pink face paint. Loading onto my black, and I'm going again. I'm making teardrops on to the fur, right in between of the other black lines. Give my cut a little bit more detail, so I'm going to darken it a little bit, and then I'm going to highlight it later on. I'm going to outline the blood just on the one side. Alright, so it's time to highlight. So I'm going to put a couple dots around, but highlighting is my favorite part because it really brings out your design, and you can highlight on any design that you do. So I'm going to put little highlights around the fur, on the cheeks, and on top of the head. And just sweeping down. Outline the muzzle and go all the way up and around, go all the way down to the end of the face. Then you want to go in between the wrinkles and highlight in between there as well. Highlight the ears. As you can see, it's really popping now. It's really going to pop around the nose, around the eye sockets. And I'm using the Luau brush 1 for my highlight. So the smallest brush there is for that. Highlighting around the teeth. So I'm going just above and below the tooth and making just a little swoosh, like a little C or U. Then I'm going to make some dots to highlight the cat's gums. Just making little dots basically. Alright, next this is a very dry brush, but it still has paint on it. So I'm just going to go around and make some scrapes and cuts around my cat. Just being very random. Up on the nose. The nose needed a little action. So I'm pretty much all done. I just did the eyes to make my design pop a little bit, but of course you can't paint a kid's eye or anything. Here are two examples, one I practiced on, one I did for you. And as you can see, you could do it a little different colors. I did a step-by-step for you as well, as so you can see what it looks like on my face and on the practice board. So thank you, Faba TV, for allowing me to be here.